An indigenous activist brought a complaint before the International Criminal Court accusing the governor of Guerrero and 8 mayors of alleged ties to crime. In this video, I'll tell you who the accused are, what the complaint filed in The Hague says, and what evidence was submitted to the international justice system. The journalist and indigenous activist Marcela de Jesus Natalio filed a complaint with the International Criminal Court based in The Hague against the governor of Guerrero, Evelyn Salgado, 8 mayors from the region, and the criminal group known as Los Ardillos, whom she holds responsible for crimes against humanity. The complaint focuses on the serious humanitarian crisis affecting the Montaña-Baja region of Guerrero, particularly the municipality of Chilapa. During May of this year, a series of armed attacks against indigenous communities paralyzed economic, commercial, and educational activities in large areas of the territory. As a result, thousands of residents were forced to leave their homes to protect their lives. Many families left behind their land, homes, and belongings, a situation that, according to the complaint, reflects both the magnitude of the violence and the inability of the authorities to guarantee the safety of the population. Based on these events, the document submitted to the court attributes a series of actions to Los Ardillos, such as coordinated armed attacks, collective threats, murders, disappearances, use of high-powered weapons, attacks with explosive drones, violent control of territory, and systematic persecution against organized indigenous communities. Meanwhile, the accusations are not limited to the criminal group. The complaint also points to an alleged responsibility of state and municipal authorities. Among them is Governor Evelyn Salgado, who is accused of not having acted effectively to contain the violence. At the municipal level, the case of the mayor of Chilapa, Mercedes Carvalho Chino, stands out. Various journalistic investigations indicate that she is the sister-in-law of Celso Ortega Jimenez, identified as one of the main leaders of Los Ardillos, since her sister, Celsa Carvalho Chino, is married to the alleged criminal boss. Along with her, David Astudillo, mayor of Quechultenango, Pedro Ojeda from Aguacotzingo, Gerardo Mozo from Mochitlan, Alberto Michi from Tixtlan, Ángel Aguilar from Acatepetlan, Jesus Vázquez from Martir de Quilapán, and Guillermo Matias from Axtrilac were also reported. According to the document, both the mayors and the governor allegedly engaged in acts of collaboration, tolerance, facilitation, or deliberate omission by allowing the attacks to continue, even though the situation was widely known and reported by the affected communities. According to the accusation, this lack of action contributed to maintaining a scenario of impunity. Additionally, it is pointed out that some of these mayors left the peace-building coordination table set up in Chilapa, arguing that this mechanism was no longer fulfilling its objectives. However, members of the National Indigenous Council maintain that behind that decision, there could be interests aligned with a criminal group operating in the region. Thus, to support the accusations before the International Criminal Court, the activists submitted official documentation from the Ministry of the Interior that acknowledges the mass forced displacement of residents from the area. She also presented testimonies, sworn statements from victims, and various material evidence, including ballistic remains and audio-visual expert reports related to the reported attacks. What do you think? Do you think the International Criminal Court should intervene in cases like this? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and enable notifications.